Hey everyone, this is Kyle from Money at 30, and today I wanted to review these Snap Spectacles, which are camera-equipped sunglasses. More specifically, I wanted to find out whether or not they could actually be used as like a tool for YouTube and social media, or whether they're really just a silly splurge. If you're not familiar, spectacles are Snap's first entry into wearable tech, and were first released 2 years ago, with a newer edition coming out earlier this year. While the first generation of spectacles featured brighter colors and yellow rings around the camera, the newer versions are a bit more sophisticated. Additionally, the newer glasses are said to be a bit lighter than their predecessors, and the charging case that comes with it is significantly slimmer. With those changes as well as a couple of other upgrades including water resistance, the new spectacles go for $150 per pair, while the old ones went for $130. Personally, I ordered a pair of sapphire spectacles with the twilight lenses and have been trying them out over the past few weeks. In addition to just wanting a solid pair of sunglasses I could wear around, my biggest reason for ordering spectacles was to shoot B-roll for some of my various videos. I figured that, especially while traveling, it'd be nice to get some footage of my surroundings without having to pull out my actual camera. To capture footage on your spectacles, all you'll need to do is hit the button on the left side, which will automatically capture 10 seconds of video. If you hit the button again before that 10 seconds are up, it'll add another 10 seconds, and you can take up to 30 seconds of footage at a time. At first glance, it would seem that the biggest problem with trying to use spectacles for YouTube or for other social media is that everything is run through Snapchat. After pairing your spectacles with the app, you'll be able to sync them to your memories folder. This is where one of the most unique features of spectacles actually comes into play. When viewing your footage on Snapchat, you'll notice that you'll be able to turn your phone in any direction and still have it show up full screen. This is because Spectacles shoots in a circular format. While this cool trick will work while sharing content within Snapchat, exporting becomes a little bit more of an issue. However, just a couple weeks ago, the company did add some additional export options. Now you can save your footage as a circle with a black background, a circle with a white background, as a square, or as what they call widescreen. Unfortunately, as you can see, the widescreen doesn't take up the entire screen. That's because this so-called widescreen is really just cropping in on your circular footage. Here's a look at some footage that I captured with spectacles, exported in their widescreen option, and then enlarged in Premiere. As you can see, it doesn't look terrible, but you can see some grain. That's because Spectacles actually shoots in 1216 by 1216 image size, whereas most HD is going to be 1920 by 1080. This could especially be an issue if you're trying to insert Spectacles footage with 4K, as the lower quality will certainly stand out. But for my needs and for smaller screens, it's really not that bad. As for the water resistance, Snap doesn't exactly say what that means, but they say that it should be okay in shallow water, but not to take too many snaps at a time. For me, the water resistance just means I don't need to have any fear when taking shots like this. I should also mention that the release of Spectacles 2 also brought upon a new feature, which is the ability to take still photos. These stills can also be exported using any of the 4 options, and actually look pretty decent in my opinion. Finally, I also want to mention that I've been pretty impressed with the Spectacles charging case. Although it might not be small enough to fit into your pocket, the slimmer design does make it easy to throw into a bag. In addition to protecting your glasses, the case can also recharge your spectacles up to 4 times. Considering that estimates suggest you can get up to 70 snaps on one charge, you can obviously get a lot of footage before you run out of battery. When it does come time to charge the case, you'll just need to plug into a USB port and connect using the magnetic connector on the side. So overall, I'm really enjoying my experience with Spectacles so far. I do like the direction they're headed by adding different export options, so hope that this leads to more import options in the future, including the ability to send them directly to your computer instead. The only problem is that while the footage is HD, it's not really full HD, so I wish it was a little bit sharper, but for what it is, I think it's still pretty good. Anyway, for more of my thoughts on Spectacles, I'll have a link to my full written review on Money at 30 in the description box down below. Also, if you like this channel, please hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment, and be sure to subscribe because we have new videos every week. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time here on Money at 30.